It all happens at the airports. The dancing bears, the hot mops, Cinnabon. Time to bust out the hand puppets. Cinnabon! Paging Robin Leach. Paging Robin Leach. Cinnabon. Cinnabon! Paging Robin Leach, please. Please come to We're yelling Tourette's Airport. Stop it. Got to play a rock show. These people, they don't want to hear that music anymore. They want the, John Mayer on the beach with the blues.
New generation and the whole world shaking. We were born in flames, made of names, suburban homes. Make your bones, bite your lip, take the fifth, know your lights. It's your life now. Don't let them take it down. It's a beautiful.
I grew up playing in the talent show, doing Kiss covers. I was trying to learn all these Jimmy Page and Van Halen and Randy Rhoads and all that crap. And then I saw the Ramones, and suddenly it's like, oh, you can write a song with like 3 chords and just like do this in a second. And hearing Dead Kennedys, hearing Bad Brains, hearing Exploited, Discharge, Cockney Rejects, UK Subs, that kind of stuff was like, let's do this. This is like something to connect to.
Crash and burn, live and learn, fill the void, girls and boys now. Don't let them take it down. It's a beautiful day. Don't let them take it down. It's a beautiful day. All the people wrong. All the while we're trying to find the song.
I think I first played CBGB's when I was like 12. It's a band called Heart Attack. We played there and Max's, and we would rehearse in these little basements in Queens, New York, and then we'd find like a flyer at the supermarket for a guy that was moving mattresses or something and talk him into driving us into the city to play. And it was a different time. I think you didn't have to worry about being 21 or 19 or being carded. You just, could get in. They'd let young kids in. I think the pedophiles were in more power in the government at the time.
Don't let them mess you around. It's a beautiful day. Don't let them take it down. It's a beautiful day. I'm looking for salvation on the satellite station. Come on. Don't let them take it down. Mr. Smith and Wesson gives a dime for expression. Come on.
For a while, there was just not a lot of rules in New York, so things were a lot more crazy, and clubs stayed open all night. 171A on Avenue A was a place. A7 was this little bar that would stay up until 8 in the morning. SSD Control would play there. Kraut and Reagan Youth and Bad Brains, of course.
Lost generation and the whole world shaken.
We put out a 7-inch on a fanzine label, and we put out a couple other 12 inches through other labels and toured around and went to LA. And by the time hardcore seemed to get kind of more bonehead and metal and more violent and less about being unique and individual, and it was more formulated, the type of dancing and the whole look, it was, for me, time to get out. And I started listening to The Jam and The Replacements and Bruce Springsteen and just things that were more about songs.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good. We're checking in for, name is Malin. We got some kind of credit card deposit for, he gets a little rowdy with pillow fights. Should be like a suite or something.
Yeah, it is.
All right, no parties.
How many keys?
I didn't say orgies, no parties.
Yes. I formed a couple other bands. This band Hope I had is kind of more like what I do now, but I kind of, I don't know, got kind of stuck doing it, didn't really hit the right places, and my life started to mess apart a little bit. So I decided that, I'd take a little break, and I became a man with van, and I moved people around, moved furniture, and I moved other bands, and I roadied for everyone from Barbra Streisand to the Swans.
I used to be a road manager. Just work with all the greats. The Beastie Boys, the Flintstones, Groovy Ghoulies, Minor Threat.
Then formed D-Generation with my friends that I grew up with. Danny, who was in Heart Attack for a while, and Howie Pyro. We just started to do like the band that we always dreamed of, like the Dead Boys, Stooges, New York Dolls, Replacements, Clash kind of gang running down the street with your friends band. And we did that for about 7 years. Everybody was listening to grunge, and we'd go out on tour and we'd be dressed up the way bands dress now, I guess, or something, and people would dress like farmers and we'd get dog chains thrown at us. And so we run back to New York and drink tequila and be the big fish in the small pond, and kind of imploded, I think, egos, myself in a big way. A lot of us were just, you know, it was like a love-hate five-way marriage. We could have a fight about a photograph, but when we were on stage, there was a real camaraderie, and it was something to really have experienced. And I love all the people in the band, whether I'm with them now or not. It's like, it was definitely a way to grow up and learn a lot too about the fucking music business and see the world.
You're hashing out deals on expensive cameras, trying to get me cheap. My pockets were empty on 6 AD.
For me, it's just music, you know, like songs, whether I listen to Bad Brains or I listen to Chuck Berry or Elton John, his old material, to, you know, listening to The Clash or to Nirvana or Oasis, or to me, if it's what you're saying and the chords and the melodies, and they can be played in any way, whether they're played on acoustic guitar or played through a megaphone while you're hanging from a chandelier being beaten by a dwarf, you know. So if the song is good.
I've never had any BJC, just a capital offender. A capital offender. A capital offender.
When you're writing for a group of people in a band, you kind of have a certain thing to the people you're with and to that audience. At least that's how we felt at the time. When you're writing alone, you can write about all the weird, you know, you can put your whole couch up there, be your own therapist. You can write personal songs and maybe even more love songs or heartbreak songs. But it just opens a wider thing as a singer-songwriter or whatever the fuck you want to call me.
The ghost of Christmas past left Walt Whitman in the trash, and you started out with nothing but lonely days. You used to like the sad songs of doom and gloom. You started out with nothing but throwaways. You couldn't live with me, so you moved to Brooklyn.
A lot of it's personal stuff, and sometimes I've said before, you change the names of the people to protect the guilty or whatever, but I have to be able to connect to it, see some of myself in it, see some of the people I know, and there's a mixture. But I want songs for me that aren't just so personal that it's my own personal exorcism. It's to get out to people, and there's something about getting out in front of an audience and playing songs and having people in the room, or you're getting something back, and it goes two ways. That's what the great thing about playing live is. And then hearing a song, you know, you wrote on 3rd Street in Manhattan, going to Finland and having somebody tell you their interpretation about it. That's what saved me, you know, songs that spoke to me, that I could get out of my neighborhood in Queens.
The Harlem mamas, they all laughing. They call me punk rock, think they're cute. The pizza bars are back in Brooklyn. I guess they finally made it off their stool. I don't even know and I don't even care. I don't even know and I don't even care. I don't even know and I don't even care. Oh yeah. so long on me. Another billboard reads, come to Miami Beach. A man sells pencils in the heat, riding on the subway.
I really, got a lot out of my songwriting too from people like Scorsese or Cassavetes or Sidney Lumet. These films with actors like Pacino and De Niro and John Voight or whatever that were real slice of life. Mean Streets, Midnight Cowboy, or Taxi Driver, or The Shining. They showed like lots of detail. Today, everything's shot for DVD, so it's a big close-up because it has to look good on the home thing. And I like songs that tell you what it smelled like in the room, or give you that kind of atmosphere in the writing. And I love that kind of slice of life in books and in movies. And if I'm sitting in a coffee shop, just listening to a couple of old ladies talk,
Everybody's talking at me. I don't hear what they're saying. Only echoes of my mind. People stopping and staring. I don't know where they're going. Oh, the shadows of their eyes.
I'm walking here.
I get with the vintage Velvet Revolver shirt, the old one from 2 years ago.
We're on HBO in a thrift store somewhere in Parsippany, New Jersey. That's about as funny as a rubber crutch. It's made of polyester. It might go up like a Richard Pryor sketch or something. Go for the Oasis thing, Britpop. Might do a Neil Young cover tonight, you never know.
Everybody's talking at